Hello, everyone. Today we're going to try something a little bit different today. I'm going to try to predict the NFL playoffs. So, these are the brackets currently. So, the one seed is the Titans on the AFC. Then the Chiefs, Bills, Bengals, Raiders, Patriots, and Steelers. When on the NFC, the Packers are the one seed. Then the Bucks, then the Cowboys, and the Rams, Cardinals, 49ers, and Eagles. So I'm going to try to make my own predictions and see how they can do throughout the playoffs. So let's get right into it with game number one. So it's the Steelers at the Chiefs, and the last time they played, the Steelers did not play that well, and they're kind of at the end of their ropes. Honestly, I just think they're just happy to make it in the playoffs. But the Chiefs have had inconsistencies at the start of the year, which they have addressed lately. So I think the Chiefs are going to cream them. I think it's going to be 38 to 14. I think the Chiefs are going to beat the Steelers. So it will be the Chiefs right here. So the Chiefs will be the 2 seed over here. So yeah, I think the Chiefs win against the Steelers. Patriots at Bills, this one is very close. I do not know who's going to win this one. This one can go either way. Patriots, though, have been on a slide, but you really never know. Bill Belichick in the playoffs can really come through. But I got to go with the Bills here. Josh Allen is just really good. He carries that team. And their defense is, despite as iffy as their defense has been, I just think the Bills have the slightly better team. I think the Patriots are just not quite ready yet. I think the Patriots are going to be a really good team in the next 2 or 3 years, especially if Mac Jones develops. But I think the Bills come out on this one with a 24 to 21 win. And the Bills will play the Chiefs. Bills will play the Chiefs. Now we got the Raiders at the Bungles. Now, is this going to be the time where the Bengals win their first playoff game? I'm not sure. This one, I think it's another one that could go either way. It just depends which Bengals are we going to get. Are we going to get the Joe Burrow that absolutely lit up the league, or are we going to get the Joe Burrow that throws the interceptions in the red zone? I think the Bengals are going to do it. And I'm thinking it's going to be, I think they're going to handle the Raiders, I think. The Raiders are a very good team in their own right, and the way they got in is just insane. The way the Raiders got in is just very insane with that clutch Week 18 win against the Chargers. But I think it's going to be 21 Raiders, 31 Bengals. Yep, I'm doing it. I'm predicting the Bengals to win a playoff game this year. This is the year. I think they're going to do it. I believe in Joe Burrow, Joe Mixon, Jamar Chase, Trey Hendrickson, Von Bell, all those guys on the Bengals can beat Derek Carr and Josh Jacobs. So yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. Although, for the Raiders, I'm very happy y'all made it in. It's unfortunate what happened to John Madden, so I'm very happy that y'all made it in. Now we go for the Eagles at Bucks, and honestly, the Eagles are just not quite ready yet. I don't think the Eagles are quite ready to be in the playoffs yet. This one, I don't even think will be close. Although, you never really know. It's NFL in the playoffs, so you can never really know. But my money's on the Bucks. It's going to be 38 to 20. I think the Bucks are just too good right now. And yes, the Bucks are weaker this year than last year. Last year they were coming in hot. This year they kind of have some injuries, but I think the Bucks can do it. I think the Bucks can beat the Eagles. I think the Bucks can do this. So, now we got the 49ers at the... Let me just fix this real quick. Now we got the 49ers at the Cowboys. And basically the matchup is can the young Cowboys defense keep up to the 49ers offense? Because the thing is, the 49ers offense is absolutely absurd. Deebo Samuel literally is the player of that offense. He literally carries it on his back. And it's not to say that the 49ers don't have other players. They also have George Kittle and Jimmy Garoppolo can throw a very good ball when he needs to. But can the young Cowboys defense keep up with the scheme of a Kyle Shanahan? I don't think so, and I think the 49ers defense does enough to stop Dallas. I'm thinking it's going to be 20 points for the Cowboys and 24 points for the 49ers. I think the 49ers make it in the playoffs. So it will be the 49ers beating the Cowboys, which means they're going to go up against the Packers. So now it's all down to the Cardinals and Rams. Even though the Cardinals are on a free fall, I can't trust Matthew Stafford in the playoffs. I can't trust the Rams and Matthew Stafford in the playoffs. Like, the thing is, the Rams completely have not looked the same these last few weeks. I get the Cardinals haven't neither. But Kyler Murray is hungry. Kyler Murray is hungry for his first playoff win. This is going to be a very defensive affair, but I think it's going to be 24-14. The Rams are only scoring 14 points. I think the young Cardinals defense comes through. They get out of their collapse, and they get a huge playoff win. That is what I'm going to predict. And the Cardinals will play the Bucs. I don't trust the Rams after losing to the 49ers. I do not trust them. Because they were up by so much, and then they just, I don't know what happened to their defense. They forgot to tackle. So I think the Cardinals can do it. Even though this is kind of a shock. I get it. Everyone's going to go for the Rams, but I don't know. I don't trust the Rams. Plus, I'm also a bit salty about them kicking out my Saints. So that makes a lot of sense there. Titans at Bengals. Well, I don't think I need to talk about this one too much. The Titans have been so good this year. Like, they're able to win games with Tannehill having a down year and also having without Derrick Henry. It's a very good coaching job by Mike Vrabel, and I think they're going to win the first round against the Bengals. I'm thinking like a 35-27. I think it'll be a close game, but I think they can win this. So let's put the Titans up here. Now we have the Chiefs at Bills. Now, yes, the Bills did beat the Chiefs at the start of the year. But the Bills have been, I don't know, I don't trust the Bills going deep into the playoffs. They're literally carried by one guy on offense. Josh Allen is literally their passing and their run game, and it's just not healthy to win playoff games with just one guy. When with the Chiefs, they're a lot more consistent. Mahomes has been hot. He has readjusted from his struggles at the start of the year. I think the Chiefs come through, but I don't think this is going to be an offensive game. I think this is going to be very defensive. It's going to be down 2 inches in feet. It's going to be very low scoring. So I'm thinking like 17-13. It will be the Chiefs versus the Titans in the AFC Championship game. Now for the NFC side of things, Packers are at home. Oh no, this is at the Chiefs, by the way. I messed up the bracket. And this is at the Titans. I messed up the bracket a bit. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. 49ers at Packers. I mean, Aaron Rodgers has been so hot. So I don't even think this one's even going to be close. This is going to be payback for the last couple of years. This is going to be payback for like the last couple of years. And I think the other game in the NFC side, yeah, I think it's going the same way. I think it's going to go the same way, unfortunately. I think the Cardinals are just not ready yet. The Bucs will beat them. And we got the number 1 and number 2 seed going up against each other in the AFC and NFC Championship game. So, who wins out of the Chiefs and Titans? Who wins out of these two teams? Now, on this matchup, I think the Chiefs don't beat them. I don't think the Chiefs can quite live up to the Titans. If Derrick Henry is at full strength going into this playoff run, the Titans are going to be so hard to stop. And with Ryan Tannehill completely stepping up late in the year, I don't think it's going to quite happen. I do think it's going to be a close game, but I think the Titans will just barely come out on top. So it'll be Titans versus, and this is for the Super Bowl, by the way, it's going to be Titans, and I think it will be the Bucs over the Packers. The Packers have just not had a good history in playoff games, especially in the NFC Championship. The Packers in the last 11 years have only made it past the NFC Championship game once, and that was against an injured Jay Cutler. And even then, they almost lost to Caleb Hayes. Let's look at their last few playoff games. They blew a 16-point lead against Seattle late in the fourth. I don't think it was 14, but they blew a lead late in the fourth against Seattle. They got crushed by the Falcons, crushed by the 49ers, and they just have not. And in 2020, they threw 3 interceptions. They got 3 interceptions off Brady, and accounted to only 6 points. And it's not every day you see Brady throw 3 interceptions. So I don't think the Packers are going to do it. I don't think they just don't have a good history in the NFC Championship game. I think the Bucks do it. I think the Bucks win. It will be 21-20. I think it will be very close at least. But I just think the Bucks have a better winning attitude. I think the Bucks will do it. I think the Bucks will make their second Super Bowl in 2 years. Let me just fix this so it looks a little better. Let me go back to this. Buccaneers. Now we get the Titans and Mike Vrabel going up against Bruce Arians and Tom Brady. So, who wins the Super Bowl matchup? And I think this one is going to be down to the wire. I think this one's going to be a highly offensive affair. Because I think if you look at these two teams, the Titans might be the most balanced team. I think they have the most balanced team in terms of their offense and defense. Their defense has completely stepped it up from last year. When with the Buccaneers have a great passing attack and a really good D-line, but have some significant weaknesses that completely showed up in the playoffs last year, their running game and their secondary. So I think the Titans being more balanced gives them the edge here over the Buccaneers. Even though the Buccaneers have the better strengths, I think Derrick Henry in the playoffs is just way too much. And I think they're gonna do just enough to win here against the Buccaneers. It's gonna be a very close game against Brady and Adrians, but I think the Titans are gonna do it, 31-28, and the Super Bowl winner will be the Tennessee Titans. They will be my prediction to win the Super Bowl. That will be it for this video. If y'all want me to do more of these NFL predictions, y'all can comment down below and say if y'all want it or if y'all don't want it. That will be it for this video, and I'll see y'all all later. Bye!